What's up, everybody? Welcome back to CNC Ranch. Today we're going to be talking about why I built my compost bin, where I built it, and why it's in the chicken run, and what purpose it serves. Um, it's a super easy method that anybody can do. It's a couple screws, even nails, nail and hammer will work if you don't have a screw gun. But it's old wood pallets that you can pretty much go to any big box store and ask, or drive behind back. They're usually throwing them away anyways. Pallets are super easy to come by, and I'll kind of show you guys how I built these. And there's one of the chickens running away right now. So the chickens like to dig around and scratch in it, and that's partially the reason I put it in here. um, they obviously make a mess, so I take a shovel and I'll pick it up and throw it back into the compost area. I mean, there's definitely room for improvement on this compost bin. It's definitely not perfect, but it works and it serves its purpose. So as you can see, right, it's filled with grass right now. It's got grass, I mean, watermelon rind right there. I mean, all good stuff to go in compost. The even best stuff that's in here comes from these guys right here. Chicken poop, chicken manure. Now they come in here and they dig through it, and they obviously kick it all over the place out here. So I have to scoop it up and put it back in. But they poop in here, and then they dig through it. They find worms and grubs. The flies lay their eggs, and they go through here and they kind of pick out what they want. I put fresh grass clippings in here, and they like to eat some of that, and they're not out here on the pasture. And so she's looking for stuff to eat. She's looking for bugs, and she's looking for any food scraps that might be in there. But the chickens absolutely love this, and they come over here and they eat out of it all day long. They scratch around in it. Obviously, they make a mess here, so I scoop it up with a shovel and I put it back in. But it's really simple. So it breaks down to being one pallet, one piece of wood that goes across the bottom, connecting to another pallet, and one piece of wood for the backing. And then obviously on the floor, it's cardboard, and then your compost. And you throw your compost in there, grass clippings, food scraps. I don't put any meat, any browns in here. Um, I will put some things like any of the fruit we cut up, we don't eat, goes in here. It serves to feed the chickens. Any food that will break down and turn into good compost. This is obviously a pretty new compost bin. You can build this in less than 30 minutes. Get yourself a pallet, another pallet, a piece of wood. You could even use a different kind of backing. Maybe if you have a metal, some kind of metal or something old, you really don't even need a backing. I have it there just so they don't kick it out into the chain link. So that way it's not making a mess behind there. But as you see, they make a mess here up front. That gets scooped up and put back. Um, but you really could just take a board here, a board here. If you even wanted to, you could put a pallet there, and connect it that way. And you could really build this out as far as you want to. You could build it out even longer than what I have. I figure this is pretty big, and it's big enough for what I need it to be. So here they go running. They're going to go drink some water and eat now. But they love being out here. This is like a super fun play area for them. They love digging in it and they enjoy it. It's a super simple design. I saw this on YouTube somewhere. I can't remember, but this is what I had around. It took me probably 30 minutes to build. I mean, and that 30 minutes was me just trying to hold everything, and then multiple screws going in everywhere. I screwed it in and it was done. It's super easy. It doesn't get much more simple than that. Lay your cardboard down at the bottom and start throwing your compost in there. A lot of my grass clippings and stuff, when I mow the pasture or the grass in the backyard in front of me here, goes in here, and they love that stuff. And then food scraps, carrots, watermelon, tomatoes, cantaloupe, all that stuff gets thrown in here. Those rinds that we, aren't eating, the chickens love it and they tear it up. Banana peels go in here, and they pick out whatever they want. If they don't want to eat it, they're not going to eat it, and it's just going to decompose, and they're just going to scratch it out of the way, and they'll eat whatever they want. This is really free for them, and bugs will come in here. Flies, you will have some flies around here, and they will Black soldier flies will come in here and they'll lay their eggs, and they will turn into larvae if the chickens don't eat them up. But then when the black soldier fly's larvae does start to show itself, the chickens will find them and they will eat it up. And so they find protein in here, they get their greens, they have a very mixed diet out of this compost bin, and it's super beneficial to them. And as you can see, I mean, they're scratching around going to town right now. They love it. I hope you enjoyed the video. This composting bin is super easy and can be replicated in any form, any matter at all. You guys can easily do this, and you can either make it bigger, you can make it as long as you want, or you can make it even smaller if you'd like. You could make it maybe a pallet by a pallet, and you could obviously, if you don't want them to make as much of a mess, you can build that wall up a little bit in the front there, and that'll kind of keep it in. But I made it short so they could get in. I mean, they go through the pallet. Obviously, as you can see, they're going through the pallet right now, kind of picking stuff out, and then they'll go inside and they'll scratch around and do whatever they want. But they love it. So if the chickens are happy, I'm happy, and they're healthy, and I can't complain about that. So hopefully you guys find some value out of this video and you build yourself a compost bin. I'd love to hear from you if you guys have something similar. If you guys have any tips for me, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for coming to CNC Ranch.